Welcome to Alaska. That's right, it's time for another Where in the World is Hammer Travel Alaskan Cruise Edition. We're going to take you through the ports of call, share some of our favorite sights and experiences, and just have a great time exploring all that Alaska has to offer. Alaska is a beautiful state with so much to explore. There are more than 100,000 glaciers in Alaska, and Alaska has 33,000 miles of coastline. The purchase of Alaska by the United States was called Seward's Folly because it was considered to have been a mistake. However, with the discovery of gold and later the discovery of oil, these elements established the true value of Seward's Folly. Alaska is also called the last frontier because of its opportunities and many lightly settled regions. Others refer to it as the land of the midnight sun because the sun shines nearly around the clock during Alaskan summers. When traveling in Alaska, you will be in awe of all the beautiful scenery around you. Traveling via cruise ship allows you to take in all of the sights and gives you ample time to take lots of pictures. While sailing and while stopped at the various ports of call, you never know which of the famous Alaskan wildlife will make an appearance. It's best to always have your camera ready to capture whoever chooses to stop by. The wildlife of Alaska is diverse and abundant. From eagles to owls, whales, seals, and more, it's amazing to see the wide variety of animals that make their home in Alaska. When heading out on an Alaskan cruise, the most common port used is Seattle, Washington. At Hammer Travel, we find it best to arrive the day before the cruise and relax at the hotel before setting sail the next day. This assures that we won't miss our cruise due to flight delays. After a night in Seattle, you'll board the cruise ship and enjoy some wonderful views of the city as you wait to set sail. There's always a lot of fun to be had on board the cruise ship. From pools and hot tubs to different lounges with a variety of activities like karaoke, dance parties, bands, DJs, live performances, and more, everyone is sure to find something they'll enjoy. Take a break in the lounging area and watch the scenery. Enjoy an onboard movie or presentation about a port of call. Walk the ship for some exercise and to enjoy the artwork and decor, or maybe try some rock climbing. Truly, it's a floating resort of endless fun. Alaska's state capital is one of its most beautiful cities. With so much to see and do, there's certain to be something for you in Juneau. Juneau is a maze of narrow streets running past a mix of new structures, old storefronts, and quaint houses featuring early 19th century architecture left over from the town's early gold mining days. The waterfront bustles with cruise ships, fishing boats, and float planes zipping in and out. With no road access to Juneau, it is the only state capital in the United States that can be reached only by airplane or boat. Your journey through the 30-mile-long scenic stretch known as Endicott Arm Fjord ends with a front-row view of Dawes Glacier. Standing over 600 feet tall and a half a mile wide, this very active ice cap is known for its spectacular calving displays, which produce huge, chunky icebergs that float in area waters. In addition to the glacier, you can't help but be awed by the surrounding granite cliffs, mountain valleys, and dozens of gushing waterfalls. This area is also one of the largest breeding grounds for harbor seals on the planet. So keep your eyes peeled for these creatures splashing around in the icy waters near the ship. Alaska history, beauty, and adventure meet in Skagway. Skagway is Alaska's first incorporated city and the gateway to the Klondike Gold Rush of 1898. Nestled at the northernmost reaches of the Inside Passage, the streets are lined with wooden boardwalks and restored buildings looking much as they did over 100 years ago. Skagway's history and spectacular natural setting create unparalleled sightseeing and recreation opportunities. Skagway is filled with outstanding dining options, abundant shopping, exceptional entertainment, and 3 very fine museums. Victoria is the capital city of the Canadian province of British Columbia, hosting the mildest climate in Canada. This fair weather city has many things to do year-round within walking distance of the downtown area. As one of the oldest cities in the Northwest, Victoria has many charming brick buildings, colorful gardens, and fantastic culinary experiences. The Harborfront Walkway hosts local artists and draws crowds to watch the talented street entertainers perform during the afternoon and evening. Nighttime casts a magical glow as the water and walkway are lit up by the 3,000 plus light bulbs that adorn BC Parliament buildings. As you can see, an Alaskan cruise can be a lot of fun. While traveling on the Alaska cruise trip with Hammer Travel, travelers will experience so many fun things and can expect to see many of the popular ports of call and attractions like the ones we featured here today. All off-ship exploring is decided by the group, and we do our very best to ensure travelers can see and do what is most important to them while following the cruise itinerary. If you would like to travel with us on this trip, please head over to www.hammertravel.org, where you can find all of the information you need to know about registering for this trip or one of our other amazing experiences. To see more trip photos and continue the fun, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have any questions, we would be more than happy to chat with you, so please feel free to reach out either through the contact information listed on our website or our social media accounts. We are so excited to have you travel with us in the near future. Until then, we'll see you next time. Take care!